guys, this is Svein on the SRS channel back again, and today we're gonna have a look at this 1/12 scale figure named Bunny Girl Eileen, as it says on the front there, and it's made by a company called what was it? Snail Shell. And I assume that's their logo up on top there. And yeah, here's the front of the box, and basically most of the text on this box is written in Japanese, I think, so I can't read much of it. But you have some reflective text on the front there. It's kind of a bit hard to read, but yeah. For any Japanese viewers or people who can read the language, there you have that. And yeah, really nice box there with the display window, picture of the figure there. There's the top of the box. Here's the back of the box with some product shots and some stuff that I can actually read there. More Japanese writing. And yeah, there's all the info on the box if you can read it. It says Bunny Girl on the bottom there. Bunny Girl on the sides with that reflective print right there. Same on the other side. 1/12 scale. And yeah, so let's get this thing out of the packaging and have a look at the contents. And here is everything that's inside the box. You get some ads and stuff here. There's the picture of Eileen and the bike. The bike is a separate product that you can buy, which has some extra accessories for the figure, including these swords there. I didn't bother with the bike though, I just wanted the figure, mostly because of the bunny costume. Here are some of the other figures that Snail Shell is offering. Right there. Been thinking of getting this one. And was thinking of getting these as well. These are three separate products, I believe, or maybe it's just one and you can have the option of making any of those three girls there. But yeah, if you want to scan these codes you can do so. I'm not going to use them, but yeah, there you have that. You also get this thicker card here with some codes as well. You can use them if you want. I'm not sure what they're for, but nice picture of the figure there, and some stuff on the back that I cannot read, but there you have that. And you get some instructions, and if I can get them out of the bag. And believe it's the same on both sides, and just some caution stuff, contents of the box, or at least for the figure there, and the accessories, how to swap out the optional faces, and some of the articulation and stuff like that. All of that to the side. And then you have the clamshell, and here is everything, how it's laid out in the clamshell here. Get the hands and stuff, and yeah, there's a set of extra wrist pegs taped to the bottom of the box there. And yeah, let me get everything out of the tray, and I'll be right back. And here is everything out of the box, and yeah, let's go with the accessories first. You get this transparent stand, with the Snail Shell logo on it, and with it you have this rod piece with 3 points of articulation on the rod itself. And once you put it into the stand, you also get the swivel, and you get some optional pieces here. You have this clasp thing that you can put around the waist on the figure if you want to use that, or you can use this adapter piece here if you want to. We'll get back to that one. Just put it on the side here for now. You get some hands. You get a pair of pointing hands, or whatever you want to call them. And these are really tiny, but you get a pair of these, and I'm going to use a tweezer for this, but yeah, I'm not sure if they're painted, but they're pretty nicely sculpted. And will do the job they need to do. You get a pair of these hands for holding maybe the gun, I think. You can't see any other hands really meant for the gun itself, but you have these gripping hands. Then you have, well, these are probably more meant for the gun. The other pair are probably for the phone, but you get a pair of these. These are more like trigger hands. And you get a pair of these hands, more like posing hands or whatever you want to call them. It's hard to figure out a name for these hands on the fly here, but yeah, these are hands. Nice pose on the hands though. And yeah, speaking of accessories, you get this I think it's supposed to be a phone or something. Get some sort of, I think it's a silhouette of her ship on the side there. And this is a folded up version of her gun right there. And if I try my best here, but you see some similarities in the shape right there. And if I turn it around, you can see it's just a folded up version of the gun, this foam thing here. Then you get this piece right here that is meant for adjusting the eyes, but you can probably use it as some sort of weapon or something if you want to. And can she hold it? It's, if you wedge in that thicker part there, she can hold it more steadily. Other than that, it's pretty loose fit in there. Can she hold the gun? It's a pretty tight fit too. But yeah, she can hold the gun. Pretty tightly. Now let's see if this can hold the phone. These hands are pretty hard. Could probably use... No, it's gonna be fine. She can hold this foam thing pretty well too. Then you get an optional face there. It comes in a bag. This is with one eye closed, and you can use this stick thing supposedly to move the eye. It was pretty tight fit in there. You get a separate bunny tail here, and this is the one without a plug hole in it. Because on the figure itself which comes in a bag, there's some plastic pieces on it here for protection, but yeah, there's a hole in the bunny tail there for the adapter piece if you don't want to use the clasp. And I can't get it in there. It's just too tight. Ah, there we go. And that's if you want to make some in-air poses and stuff. But you can take off this one and insert this one, and you don't have that hole. You can also just, if you don't want to use the tail, you can just directly put it in there. It's pretty tight fit, but it will go in there. I just don't gonna bother because of the translucent plastic, and it scares the hell out of me. So I'm just gonna put the bunny tail piece without the hole back in there for the rest of the review. But yeah, she comes with a plastic protection piece for the neck, and she has some around her waist here, and I'm probably gonna have to destroy it to get it off, so let me get it off real quick and I'll be right back. So here we are looking at the figure itself, and it's a really nice figure. If I can get the camera from flickering here. She has this white bunny costume with the bunny ears and stuff, pink hair, white collar with the black tie and the cuffs there. I assume that she's wearing some sort of stockings or something because of the band or the belt around the thighs there. High heels, white shoes there, and they kind of look like separate pieces, but they probably don't come off. It really looks like separate pieces to me. There is a butterfly joint in there in the shoulder. She can move arms in and out, they rotate. She have a double jointed elbow. These cuff pieces are separate pieces and can rotate, and they come off if you remove the hand. The wrist pegs are ball hinges, as you probably not can see on camera here, but there are ball hinges with an offset peg in them, so there's a rotation at both ends and there is a joint in them. But these are so small, I'm not gonna even bother trying to swap the hands, I think, because let me see, I'm scared to do this. Nope, I'm not doing it, but there is a wrist joint in there, if you can figure out which way the ball hinge is moving. But the cuffs themselves, they kind of restrict the movement on the hand. You get a bicep swivel at the belt around her arm there. You get a lot of movements in the neck or in the head. There's nothing, as far as I can tell, in the neck itself that's a static piece. There's a ball joint in the upper torso there. Nothing in the torso section. This is a solid piece. And then she can almost do the full split. Kick forward, back that much. I don't think there is a... It feels like there's a drop down system in the... I could be wrong, but it looks like there's a looks like there is a ball joint way in there. Not sure if you can see it. That goes into a hinge in the leg itself. Then you have the rotation right there, double jointed knee. There is a ball hinge in the foot there, giving you up and down. And there is a swivel or ankle rocker. And depending on how you move this joint, you can get a hell of a ankle rocker there. Or if you just want up and down motion. And that's pretty much it for the articulation. Oh no, I forgot. The ponytail is on a ball hinge too, giving you side to side rotation. And whatever you want to do with it within the limits of the ball hinge itself. And then there are the face swap gimmick. Now straight out of the box, this front hairpiece, it's tight, really tight. You may have to warm it up. I've taken it off once and it should loosen up a bit, but it's a massive plug in there. And I just found it easier to just pop the head completely off. And I can't remember if it, yes, comes straight out like this. I don't think, no, you can't remove the bunny piece there. But just slide out the head, and just to show you, the head itself is on a ball hinge as well. And straight out of the box, the ball hinge started to separate on my copy. So I had to take off the head and squeeze the ball, the ball hinge back together. But I've seen other reviews where the head has been loose in the box and they thought it was broken, but it was just the hinge, ball hinge in there that had separated, and it's not sealed in any way, it's just plugged together. And here's the other head, and it works the same way. So if you want to, you can really make funny faces and stuff. And to swap out the heads, you just take the new one, plug it in there, and that sounded really tight. And then you plug in the hairpiece, which is, it's a really beefy plug too. so I don't think you're gonna break it anytime soon. But there you have that look. And I'm just gonna hurry up and swap the faces back in again, because before the paint glues it shut. And one is a bit easier to put in now. The hairpiece back in there. And to put the head back on, it was kind of difficult, because the plug in there will move. If I can focus, the plug in there will move if you try to put it in this way. So I did it backwards instead, because for some reason it feels like it goes a lot easier. And you get back and forward motion there on the head, side to side, up and down. So yeah, really nice and cute figure. Nicely sculpted, nicely painted. And I'm gonna be honest, I bought this figure strictly because of the bunny theme. I don't know the source material, or if there is any or anything. I just wanted the bunny costume figure, and yeah, that's it. So this is a 1/12 scale figure, so I'm gonna do a comparison with the figure from the previous review, the crazy figure body of girl. And just in case you wondered how it would look like with the clothes on, there you have it. And I'm telling you, it was a pain in the butt to get all this onto the figure. And it probably didn't help that I used the biggest bust either, so, but it's on there. And this is how the, if I can keep focusing here, this is how they scale together, and they should be pretty similar height since they're both 1/12 scale. So yeah, let me get the figure in a pose, and I'll be right back. And there you have it. That was my review on the Snail Shell 1/12 scale Bunny Girl Eileen figure. And yeah, I got her on the stand here in a shooting flying pose. And this is probably the pose I'm gonna put her in on my shelf. And I think it's a pretty cute figure. I just fell in love with the bunny outfit, and I just wanted the figure. I should probably have bought the bike too, because it would be cool to display this figure on the bike. But I just didn't want to pay for an accessory that I wasn't sure if I was going to use. But now as I got the figure and I posed it a little bit, it would be cool to have that bike. And I may have to hunt it down anyway. But yeah, quick spin around here. So it's a really cool figure. And again, just gonna put this one here for show. This crazy figure, body of girl, it turned out pretty nice too once I put the shoes and the outfit on it, and it's not just sitting there nude on the shelf. But I still have to paint the head sculpt or the hair and the eyes though. But it won't be these anime eyes like on this figure, that's for sure. So yeah, if you liked my review, please give this video a thumb up, and if you haven't already, you can subscribe to the channel. And as always guys, go nuts in the comments, and I will catch you on the next one. Bye bye.